Hey guys, I'm Penny Regret, and welcome to my channel, Soulstring. Today, we're going to look at something big, something huge. So big, I can hold it in one hand. We're going to review the Spark Amp Mini by Positive Grid. Firstly, we're going to talk about the hardware, so the actual amp itself, and then we're going to move on to the software side of it using the app on my tablet. Just before we get started, some of you have probably seen my unboxing of this, but I'll link it up here, I think, or here, somewhere around here. But yeah, go check that out because it was really cool. As usual with my videos, I am not going to go into too much of the technical details of the product because I think nowadays all manufacturers have really good websites and you can go in there yourself and find the information. What I want to talk about is how this sounds, how useful it is it worth your money, and what makes it any different to any other app. Again, just to make sure you guys understand that this is not a sponsored video at all. So I want this to be a truthful video and I, as usual, give you my honest opinion. Cool, let's get started. As you can see, I've got the white version and it also exists in black, but I really quite like the white version. I love the details. The material's really nice. This kind of fake leather. It's just really nice. I love the gold trims. It looks really cool. The grill is really cool. The Positive Grid logo is here and it stands out very nicely. It's a very simple piece of hardware. So the main difference between this and its bigger Spark brother is that really they got rid of all the tone knobs. So if you look at it, essentially you've got a preset switch, which you can go in between 4 presets, which are on the hardware itself. And then you've got a guitar volume and a music volume if you're playing music through this via USB or Bluetooth. So that's the front of it. If you turn it around, what you have is the on button. You've got a pairing button when you want to pair it to your Bluetooth device, your phone, tablet, etc. If you hold these two down, that's how you pair it. And if you hold the pair button as well, you then have the tuner, which lights up with the LEDs on the preset side. So nice and simple. You've got a USB-C connector here to connect it to your computer, which we'll talk about later when we look at the software. And then you have a line out for headphones. As far as I understand, Positive Grid have worked very hard to make this tiny amp sound as big as possible and give a 3D dimension, and that is very cool. Also, just to note, it comes with a strap, which is the same material as the actual amp. So really, that's about it for the hardware. Not much to discuss, but let's move on to the software side. Okay guys, so you can see we've switched views to look at the software. Okay, so once you open the software up, you've got a few things to do. Very simple. So you just need to connect it, pair it with the device. It takes, all in all, a few seconds. Really nice and easy. If we just look firstly at the menu option, it's nice and easy. You log in where you just will have to create a password and you can save stuff to your account. There's a what's new section which just has very information. Then you can link it to your Apple Music or Spotify, which as well is really helpful, so you can stream those songs directly to your device and then play along with them. You've got a really cool tuner, which is here. You've got a metronome as well, which you can just set to your own liking and jam along with that. So if then we move to the left, we have a camera. And this is one of those fantastic features that I was referring to. Positive Grid has really worked on making this a all-in-all platform for guitarists to record, put out on social media, to jam with other people. So I really like the fact that they've included a recording aspect within the actual software. You don't have to use something else. After the recording, we move to the music icon, and here is where you have all the tracks that you can play with in the background. It takes it directly, in some cases, from YouTube, Spotify. It has it according to genre and type of music. You can search, and it's really cool because it brings it up in YouTube, and then you just start jamming along. Another great function, which we mentioned before, is a smart jam. So what you do is you choose your drummer, then you set the beat that you want, and now it's going to ask you to play a few chords, 2, 3, 4, and then it creates a nice backing track, and you can just jam to it. So the purpose of that really is just to give you an extra little tool where rather than jamming by yourself, you can just play with a bass track and a drum track. So that's really cool. But let's get down to the main part of this wonderful software. The first thing that you'll see is a section called hardware. So these are the 4 amps that are locally saved on your actual amp, so your hardware. These are the 4 ones that you can just unplug everything, just take the positive grid, and you'll have these 4 presets. Obviously, you can change them with your mobile phone, but if you don't want to do any of that, these are the 4 hardware ones. And then the next tab gives you all of the presets which are currently available through the software. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of presets. You've got a really wide variety of tones. You've got from heavy to bluesy tones to ambient. You've got everything you could look for, acoustic as well. In my case, I also have an extra tab which is the official Jimi Hendrix software modeling of his amps and pedals. I'm a massive Hendrix fan, so I couldn't not get this. And just as a side note, this is a really good thing to buy because there's some super tones in there. So to select any of these, you tap on it and automatically it just changes the preset for you. So you just double tap on it and it brings up the actual amp details. As with most of these modelers, what you'll find is you've got your signal chain at the top. You can't really move things around. They've been pre-assigned in the various positions. So first in line, you've got a noise gate. I think there's only one noise gate, that's correct. You adjust it, it actually works very well. You then have second position. You can choose to have either a compressor or a wah. So again, like before, if you double tap on it, very simple, it gives you all the available pedals for that slot. You have LA comp, sustain comp, you've got red comp, you've got bass comp, optical, and then you have, in my case, because I downloaded it, I've got the Jimi Hendrix official legendary wah, which is very, very cool. Third position, before the amp, you've got the drives. Again, you've got a lot of options here. You've got a total of, I think, 14 drives. If you want to select any of them, starting from booster to a tube screen. And if you want to then modify it, you just come out of there and you've got all the various parameters. And again, very responsive on touchpad. You just move it up and down like that. So it works really nicely. Words, you've got your actual amp and cab. The cab you can't really do much with because they're already paired. But I really like how the amps are designed. They're very clean, very simple. They've got really nice logos as well to them. So again, double tap and you've got your full selection of amps. So you can see them. They are all here. You got a total of 39 amps. That's quite a lot. So just bear in mind, that's a lot of amps. You've got everything from Fender to Orange to Matchless to Jimi Hendrix special versions to Marshalls, Voxes. You've got everything. So let's keep going. After the amp, you have the mod section. So these are going to be all your modulations and EQ effects. You've got quite a few. You've got 13 in my case because I also have the Jimi Hendrix stuff. So you've got tremolo, chorus, flanger, phaser, vibrato, univibe. I love the univibe. You've got the whole lot. And you've got 2-3 different types of EQs, which is also very, very cool. After that, you've got the delay section, which you've got a lot of really cool delays as well because you can get lots of different effects with them. So you've got reverse delay, you've got multi-delay, digital, etc. After, if we keep moving, the last one on the chain is the reverb. And again, it's just important to know all these effects are actually very good quality. So the reverbs, for example, I love the Studio B. There's some very good natural reverbs as well, and they're fully customizable. So you just tap on it, delete, and you set the levels very easily. You've got a lot of sound possibilities, but it's actually very, very easy. It's very easy just to plug in, get a good sound. Last piece of the puzzle, and this one you're gonna love, trust me. Tap on the little cloud here. Once you're logged in, by the way, tap on the little cloud and magic happens. So these are all the user presets that have been uploaded on the tone cloud. You'll also find the positive grid ones, but anyone could just go there and upload the user presets. What I really, really love about it is that in a lot of these softwares where there's a community that upload preset stuff, you need to first download it before you try it, kind of thing. What's really cool here is that you simply tap on it and you can already play through it. And you can decide at that point whether you like it or not. So it's very cool that you can just addition them all, decide what you want to download, and then it appears in your list. I really like how this works, and I really like how simple it is, and you can get a nice tone without spending too much time. Okay guys, so what do I think? Final thoughts on this. As usual, I'm really interested to know, do you guys play one? Have you tried one? What do you guys think? So leave the comments down below. So let's start by saying the hardware quality I think is fantastic. It's probably up there with some of the really, good amps I've played in terms of quality, how it's built. It's really solid, it feels great. I think aesthetically it looks really cool as well. So definitely I'm very happy with that. So software and sound side, I must say I was very impressed with it. The software, both on my phone and on my tablet, was really easy to use. Very clear, very simple. You've got a lot of options, but not overwhelming in the least. That's one of the things that I really appreciate about this amp. You can get a good tone in like a few seconds. You don't have to be messing around for ages. And that's really cool because the whole point of these things is that it's on the fly, right? So you don't want to be messing around for 2 hours to dial something in. You've got it there, you plug it in and it's done. The presets that you can download from other users, I love how that works. Really simple again. You listen to one, you can play through one before you download it, which every company again needs to do that because that's such a good way of doing it. You can test it on the spot. If you like it, you download. The community is very big. There's some really cool tones. Positive Grid themselves put some on there. You've got some famous YouTubers. I'm actually going to upload some of my tones on there, so hopefully you'll be able to find that as well. So the software side, I was so impressed. Really, really good. I love the fact that this is very good to play music through. So with Bluetooth through your phone or whatever, you want to plug it in and play some music. The sound quality is actually good. So it's fantastic. If you want to bring it to a party, it's loud enough. So that's an added bonus. We need to take into account the fact that for £200, we're also getting a decent music speaker. So I think as a beginner, 20 years ago, I would have killed for this. There is no doubt I would really love it. Now, obviously, there are some limitations to how much tweaking you can do, bars, cabinets, stuff like that. But at the same time, I think it's important to remember that it's not the intention of this to compete with an Amplifier, right? You're comparing two different things. This doesn't want to be that, it wants to be itself, and I think it does a really good job. It's just exciting. I really like the technology behind it, and it's very, very exciting. So I think in recent times, this is one of the best products I've seen. It's just so much fun to play. I've played a lot more since I've had this. Just around the house, it's just so much fun. So I don't think you can really go wrong, and I think you should go get it.